Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. I'm back playing some more Farm Simulator 25 here in Ray County. So, time to get started today. I've already gone ahead a little bit. I've got soybeans to the left and soybeans to the right. And then we might have some corn back behind us here. I'm going to take another look at that. But yeah, got a lot of stuff done. Let's go take a look at the map here. So soybeans all around this farm we've got down here. Even across the road there. There's corn back here, but we don't own that field. There's a lot of stuff that we don't own. Here comes Fuzzy in there. I did mow the grass there, put all the grass in the harvester silo up there, and planted corn up here, and planted corn in this ginormous field out here. So we've got corn for days. Haven't planted anything up here yet. Gonna hold off on that one. And then yeah, there's a lot of fields out there that have some nice stuff in them. So we're gonna take a look at those today. Maybe get into selling some of our crop that we've got in the silo. Good morning, Fuzzy. Good morning, Twitchy. How's it going? I'm doing a contract over here. This is a hoeing contract. So I'm just gonna let this guy finish out. We should get 14 grand off of that. There's our truck with our trailer. If you didn't see the YouTube videos, we changed things up a bit. Went back with the autoload trailer that we like. There's Fuzzy. Got our planter there. 7810 parked in here. And then that's pretty much it. Tab around a little bit. Combine, sprayer. There's the 5488. And then just this guy. So I say we go back over here and we will sleep into the next day. Let that contract finish out. We're going to start looking at some land, looking at some properties. Hey look, Kansas City Royals are back on. Alright. So we're going to go to 7 a.m. Alright, let's see what's on sale. Nothing. Wow. There's nothing on sale. That's a first. Especially, you know, sometimes in the winter you'll have nothing on sale, but that's kind of a first for it to be spring. It's April 2nd. And there is nothing on sale. Alright, so we did end up going with the... what number is that? The 2117 CCS John Deere planter. We've got the Kinsey planter. That's what we use to plant our soybeans and corn. So yeah, let's go take a look around at some of the properties out here. See if there's any more contracts too. I doubt there's any new ones, but yeah, you never know. You hit the button, sometimes they pop up. Got a few fertilizing contracts out there. And sowing contracts, which I probably need to turn that off. We don't normally do those. Yeah, none of these contracts are really that great. So, let's go look at the lands. So there's obviously fields with soybeans and corn out there. There are some with onions. We're not going to dive into that here. So we will avoid those fields, you know, as much as we can, I guess. Let's see what the map looks like here. So there's one with fully fertilized. And it doesn't have any weeds. I'm surprised that it doesn't have any weeds. But it could. We may have to go back and spray it later. So that one is in soybeans, I do believe. Yep. And then this one hasn't been planted yet. It looks like there might be some late stuff on this map. So maybe when they plant it, they may plant some more stuff in May. And then you can harvest that, a lot of this stuff, all the way through the winter. All the way into February. Let's see. There are some smaller fields out there. And obviously, we're going to have plenty of corn. Alright, I think we should probably wait till May to maybe look at these. See what they get in these last fields out here that are still growing. We own that one. We need to put grass in that one, I guess. So let me go grab... Yeah, this tractor will work. And I need to do a little work on the edge of that field down there. I hear a dog. I hear another dog. There's two dogs. Good morning, Flying Reds Farm. How's it going? Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Oh, just barely. Whew. Oh, you know what? I need some seed for this thing. Because it is right on the last little bit. So let me go grab some seed at the dealership down here. Looks like we're already on grass, so you do grass or alfalfa. And looks like I'm down to the last little bit of seed here. Or no, maybe I wasn't out of seed. Maybe I was out of fertilizer. Alright. It was the fertilizer that I was out of. Thankfully, I already had some here. Morning, Adam. Doing good. You can tell it's morning because the rooster's crowing. Got the soybeans over there. Got that all expanded how we want it. Got the soybeans down here. Got this field expanded a little bit. Did end up selling the Sell Anywhere area back there, so didn't really need it. We finally got figured out where to sell timber, but we're not really doing that anymore. We're gonna kind of turn it back into like we did Gage, Kentucky. where we just, if we want to get rid of some trees, some select areas, we'll just do it. This is where I need to fix the edge of the field here. So we will switch that over to painting and go to the grass. A little bit there. Try to stay right on the edge of this. Matter of fact, I'm going to use the, what do you call that? Perfect edge. Alright, that should do it. Morning, Jeff. How's it going? Alright, got that all straightened out now, so we should be good to rock and roll. Let's put that on 90. And it looks like our guy over there, I think I'm just gonna let him plant grass here. Our other guy over here is just about done. I'll sit with him for a minute. Very picturesque scene right there. Got the God rays coming down from the sun. And make a great wallpaper right there. Like, take out all the information. Just have that as a screenshot. So we should be getting 16 grand off of this. Just a little over 16.5. And we're at 99%. Should cross over any second. There it is. Yeah, I traded in the John Deere rotary hoe for this one. This one goes way faster. The John Deere one was great. It works for like a lot of the really small tractors, but our tractors are just big enough to run this one. That one you could run like with one of the really smaller tractors. We'll hang on to it. We might use it somewhere down the line in the future, but this one goes 15, I think, and then the other one went 7. So yeah, it was like, we're mainly doing these for contracts because we don't have weeds. We do. I think what we're going to start doing is our fall tillage will be the plowing, and then spring tillage we'll use a cultivator to go in there and smooth things out. And then we shouldn't have weeds. So okay, I got to figure out how to get out of here. I may have to try to take a detour through the woods. Otherwise, I'm going to have to drive all the way back down there. There's a fence right here. I don't know if I can get through the woods, but I'm going to try. Oh, there's a creek. Try to cross the creek. I don't know if this is going to work. Nope. Back up. Maybe make a left. Yes, I know this land is not ours. It's the implement on the back. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're out of there. Whoa. There's a fence there too. Let me just go around the edge of this field. One thing about Ray County, they like their fences. They like their little barbed wire fences. They're everywhere. And the entrance here. Gotta be an approach here somewhere. yeah, replace our cultivators too. So these are the in-game Dalbo cultivators. These are actually the disc heroes that count as cultivators. These work with our smaller equipment, and they're wider, and they go faster. So we got a couple of those now. Here, I'm gonna drop that right there. There we go. Fuzzy's chomping at the bits wanting something to do, but I don't think there's anything to do right now. Stop this right here. Oh, this guy's stuck on a fence. I was like, shouldn't he be about done by now? It's because of the thing on the front. On this manually. No, lock on the line. That's the thing about this steering assist. You gotta watch it. If you see a line and it's ready to go, as soon as you hit that button, it changes in a split second. Good morning, welcome in. That cedar must be really good for as it don't go down hardly at all while seeding. It's going up and down. The whole cedar doesn't rise or fall, so it's just the internal components that go up and down. This is a box cedar. I've seen some of these a time or two. They, you'll see them Case, John Deere, and some other brands out there, other branded names too that you'll see them in. Talking about the seed emptying out. Oh no, it's using seed. I think it's the fact that I'm planting grass. If this was doing something else, like wheat or barley or something like that, I think the seed would go down a lot faster. It is using it, right? I just filled it up, so it's got to be using it. 907. And make sure I'm planting. Cause it's got to be, yeah, it's using it. Yeah, the grass isn't going down, isn't it? It's still at 907. There it is, 906. So yeah, this is a really efficient seeder, I guess. There's two versions of this. There's the deer version that I've got, and then there's the case version. It's very efficient. And it doesn't use any like air pressure or vacuums or anything like that. Just uses gravity. Alright, so yeah, there's two different versions of this in here. Well, I guess technically four. Seeders. So you have, this is the one that we own. Different sizes. This is a smaller one that's 4 meters, and this one's 5.2. And then you have the same one that's basically just rebranded as the deer. So you have the 4 and the 5.2. I don't think it matters which one you get, just the branding on it. Alright, done with that. But yeah, I think if we planted something else besides grass, then it probably would go a lot faster. I know that when you take any of the planters, whether it be a modded planter or an in-game planter, the difference between corn and soybeans, there's a huge difference. As far as like the rate of seed going in. this back here for right now. Alright, I think we're ready to move on into May. Is it 7:30 yet? Yeah, it's past 7:30. Well, no, that's just 30 minutes in it. Hang on. I took a 30-minute nap, I think. Or no? Should go to the next day. Yeah, no, it's going to the next day. We're good. It's going to the next day. I gotta crack one open over here while we wait. Alright. Got a truck on sale. I think we're safe to go into May, though. Actually, no, they did plant. No, that was already planted. Alright, I'm getting my fields confused. So we're just waiting on that one field. And maybe some of these other ones. Yeah, these are cultivated. That one is just harvested, so we'll see if it clicks over going into the next day. Going into May. Alright, we are now in May. Let's see if there's anything else on sale that we might could use. Nope. Oh, I guess I need to collect that. Got some more hoeing contracts. There's a big one. Yeah, Fuzzy, if you want to take that hoe down there and do some hoeing. Got the one fertilizing contract back there. What did they plant back there? Guess we need to look at that. So it is corn. Still waiting on some of these fields. They planted a couple of them. So there's soybeans down there. Got soybeans and all these down here. Should have some spraying contracts, no? Just hit the button. There's a plowing contract. That's that cornfield right behind the farm here. What? I'll grab another hoe and I'll come down there and help you. Beans are growing. One should be too. Just let me know how you set it up down there, Fuzzy. Which, how many, headlands you got. Probably gonna go north and south on it, because that's how long the field is. Yep, thought I had that. Yep. New headlands in north and south. Alright. I'll let you start on that. Then I'm going to go over to this side and start. There's a split right here. Two headlands, north and south. Actually, I need to set that up on the steering. Two, north and south, and then I want to keep the lines on for right now. Alright, we're rolling. See, I think I need to bump speed up on this. Turn right here and start doing this inside. Nope, not that. Here we go. with that one. 22 grand. Not really any great big hitting contracts out there. So, we're gonna go sleep. And then we're probably gonna sell some stuff. The only downside of this rotary hoe is that when you're not even unfolded, they need to go in and fix that. It's barking at me thinking that I'm trying to hoe the land where I'm at, but I'm not. When I hit a bump, the back, the lower tines there are going over that bump, and it thinks I'm trying to run it on that land. They need to go in and fix that. When it's folded, you know, don't let it say that. Here. That right there. We'll go sleep. Go to 8 now. Is it 8 yet? Yeah, it's 8. We can go to 8. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Oh look, there's another one of them cultivators. The stuff always goes on sale until, you know, it waits until you've bought the thing at full price. So, alright, May 2nd, I think we'll go again. Get on into May 3rd. Because the closer we get to June, the closer we can sell. Okay. Let's check this contract list one more time before we go into June. Don't really see anything. I mean, there are contracts out there, but they're not really great big paying contracts. And if there's weeds on something that we want to buy, we'll just go in and spray it. All right, so let's go into June. And I think what I'm going to do is buy a grain cart. That way we have something else to haul stuff with. All right, we're in June now. Let's see if they planted any of these other fields now. That one's still plowed. So it looks like they put beans down here and corn right there. So those might be something to look at. Check the contract list again. There's a hoeing contract for 21 grand. keep pressing the button. Fertilizing contract for 16,688. I think we'll hold off on that for a minute. All right. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. It's not the right time. We need to go. I think we need to go one more day. Let's go look at our price list over here. Let's see. Dried soybeans. I got to figure out which one. I think it's, yeah, that's it right there. So dried soybeans. See, that actually says July. I don't think that's accurate. I think it's going to be June. But it says peak price $42.93. I think we'll just go again and then see where we end up. I think it'll hit that before then. That thing always kind of doesn't always tell the truth. Get in. I don't even know what that is. Something in game. Oh, it's a straw thing. Okay. I was like, well, I don't think I've ever used that. Alright, let's see. It is now June 2nd. So it's 42.25 at the co-op. I think I'm going to do a little fast timing. I think it'll get up there. It should be the second day in June, and we're in that now, so. Let's see, where's my button at? There it is. Let's go to about noon. Kansas City Chiefs are still playing football. I saw where they renewed Patrick Mahomes. They renewed his contract, so guess he'll be back. Sounds like it's hailing. Hail, hail, go away. Come again another day. Alright. So that did take it up a little bit. 42.68. I'm gonna go ahead and sell it at that. And then dried corn. Ours is that one. Peak price on that $11.79, and it's at $11.50. So I think that's gonna be the same way. I think it's gonna be June 2nd. It's gonna be the second. We do 3-day months on this, so I think it's time to sell. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a grain cart so that we can haul some with that if we want to. So we need a grain cart anyway. Nothing extravagant, just something, that'll get the job done. Something will fit our small tractors. I'm leaning towards this J&M. Keep the J&M red. Looks good to me. Dried corn or dried soybeans. Tell you that silo dialogue mod, that's one of the best things ever. Morning, Wyoming. How's it going? It's going good. We're getting ready to sell beans, and then we're gonna sell probably the corn and make us a little money here and probably buy some more fields. And do a little prep work on those fields before the next time to harvest. Alright, we're gonna try to go sell at the co-op. Hopefully it will let us with no issues. I know we had problems selling wood chips down there, so we ended up having to sell the wood chips that we had back here at the farmer's market that we put in. So we built this American farmer's market right here. That is available in the mod hub. You can build that for $15,000, and it just adds a sell point basically. And they take lots of stuff, so it's good that you have that option to do that when stuff doesn't work. Alright, so this should be where we're going. I'm gonna tag it, not that that matters, but I'm gonna tag it just to see where it's at, where it actually tells me to sell it. This should work. There shouldn't be any issues with this. Alright. Money! Alright, and how much do we have left? Dried soybeans, got a little bit left over there. Funny that opens up right there where the propane's at. I don't think this trailer takes propane. Good morning, Steven. Yep, doing alright. We're making some money. And then we're probably gonna buy some land. Following? Well, thanks for that follow. Yeah, make sure you guys, if you haven't followed, go follow so you know when we go live. Usually 7 a.m. Saturday and Sunday mornings. But, again, you know, you never know. There might be a surprise, random midweek stream somewhere in there. Not a full load, about half a load. Well, right at half a load, 50%. We'll go sell this real quick, and then we'll come back and get the corn. I think we can maybe pay our loan back now. Someday, someday. Yay, we got it. I hope they fix that in the next game. Do that one little thing. Fix that to where we don't have to press the thing over and 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 over again. Yeah, what we need is the preset dial thing, kind of like with the animals, where if you wanted to pay back 5,000, you could just change the $5,000 the slot, you know. And then if you wanted to pay back 10,000, all you got to do is change one number. It'd be nice if they made it in increments. They can do increments of 5,000 like they've got it, but make it to where you can change all of the figure increments up from there. So 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, you know. It'd be nice if they made it to where you could pre-select your amount and then just pay it all back at once. So it's like you're walking into the bank with a suitcase full of cash. That would be the best. Let's see, we'll do dried corn now because that's all we've got left. So we've got our loan paid back. We've got cash in the bank. We're definitely going to be able to buy some fields. The weather's supposed to get kind of rough here later. I think this evening and then overnight sometime. I know that it got kind of rough up there in northern Illinois, up there kind of southwest of Chicago. I think they had some tornadoes up there. And I'm assuming we're going here. I didn't even go back and look. Dried corn. Yes. This is kind of the better place. Maybe by $1. It's not very much, but let's see. Peak price. It's not quite peak price, but I think this is going to be the day. I think the price will go down though if we go any further into July. It says July, but it's lying. Not true. Don't believe it. Right? Alright, our silo is empty now. Ready for the next batch of soybeans and corn to go in. just a little bit. All right, so we got 300,000 in the bank now. We're gonna come back and look at the land and see what we can buy out there. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break, guys, and then I shall return. Alright, I am back. Let's go look around. We've got 302 in cash. So let's go see what's available out there. Looks like most everything is fully fertilized by now. We've got options. I mean, we've got cornfields. We've got some more soybean fields out there. All right, did a rotary hoe contract on that one. That is in corn. I would say that would be a good one to have. That's 165 there. Then we'd have these two neighboring kind of areas over here that we could work on. I'm going to get that cornfield right there. Alright, so we bought that cornfield. Maybe we should kind of offset it, do like buy a cornfield, buy a soybean field. Buy a cornfield, buy a soybean field. Alright, let's see what else. What other contracts we got out there? Starting to think maybe some of the spring contracts will come around in July and stuff. Because they're not popping up as... They're not popping up in June really anywhere. There's another good hoeing contract. That's the cornfield just south of the shop. Take that one. Good morning. Yeah, that's that fertilizing contract that was over there. One field I'm looking at is this one right here. It's got weeds in it, but there's no hoeing contract for it. So I'm kind of thinking it maybe it'll be a spring contract. We did that field. It has not popped up yet. So I'll head back over to the farm, grab the other rotary hoe, and hit that cornfield. Uh-oh, I think we lost our stream connection here. Oh, we lost a lot. We lost a lot more than that. Save. Are we back? Nope. I think the whole shebang went out. Oh yeah, save. Yeah, we lost the game too. I'm still holding the controller like I'm driving my tractor. I did save the game though. Let's see. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Sorry, y'all. I think I lost everything here. Let me get back into the game. Man, everything went down. I don't know. I guess the internet kind of dropped out there or something. The power didn't go out. Usually that's what happens, knock on wood. That's usually what happens is the power goes out. I have like a little power surge. I really probably need to look at battery backups for my computer. Because usually when the power does go out, it doesn't go out for more than just a few seconds. So it'd be nice to have the CPU still running, but everything else would have to reset. So we're back. Go see where that. Oh, here's Fuzzy's tractor. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Set this back up. I can turn that off if we're doing the headland now. Actually, I need to switch it over to that. 90. Should be right on the line here. See it. Yep. So yeah, I don't know. It just dropped out there for a minute. Turn this back on so I can see where I'm at there down on the little mini map. Yeah, it made the game actually quit, which is weird. I guess because the internet dropped out? I don't know. The whole works dropped out. Alright, let me reset some of this other stuff over here. Yeah, Twitchy, I like that that new mod. What is it? Minimap Plus. That's what I've been wanting for a long time. The ability to switch from growth to fertilizer to weeds down there in the minimap, and to be able to follow along with that. It makes it not have to go through the start menu to the like PDA all the time, because it always switches over to hotspots or highlights or whatever it's called, and it doesn't stay on whatever page you want it to stay on. So it's nice having that down there so I can kind of see my progress as I go. Giants should do that from the default, like from the base game. Yeah, there's turkeys out there, there's deer out there, they come and go, and there's little hunting blinds that come and go as well. So you'll probably see those from time to time. Alright, that should be clicking over anytime now. Anytime. There we go. Alright. Let's check the board again. Nothing really huge popping up there. Alright, let's see what we got. So we just did that cornfield. How much is that one? Just out of curiosity. Wow, that's pretty expensive. $338,000 for that. Fully fertilized and doesn't have any weeds in it anymore. So, what's gonna be ready to harvest first? Looks like all the onion fields. I think the corn and soybeans are pretty much tied neck and neck. So, except for that field. Let's see. Got our grass in there. I would say probably some of these soybean fields down here. We could get a lot of these smaller fields and then come in and plow them together. And even this straight field down here, come down and make that straighter. Those are fully fertilized, but they do have weeds in them. That field, we can do a contract on that field. There's not a lot of money there, but I mean, if it's there right now, I might as well go ahead and do it if we're going to buy it. Do that one too. And I think everything else can wait. Probably these ones that are not showing up for the hoeing contracts probably will click over into a spraying contract at some point. You going to the second field? I'll hit this one then. Yeah, see, we can plow a lot of this together. Am I on the right field? I didn't see the progress bar going up on one of them. I guess that's yours over there, Fuzzy. Bars around 2 there. Alright, that's my field. I think mine is ready to go. $25,000. Collision alert. Now you go ahead. Alright, I think you got this. Let's see if there's any more that popped up. Oh, the cornfield next to it. Okay. Hey, look, another pond. We'll complete this one and then see where it'll reset and add some more, or no. May just go ahead and go into July so we can get the sprayer out and just spray these things real quick. Got it. See if anything else pops up here. Nothing is popping up. So, oh wait, I said that too soon. So the long field down south popped up. I'm gonna go do that one. Now, if I remember right, I've done a contract on this field before. There is a road somewhere. So this is the field road. I think it's this road and it kind of curves off to the left and there's an entrance to get into that field. Yeah, kind of curves off to the left. definitely don't unfold until you get in here. And I need to change my lines to east and west. So, let's go here. Change that to 90. Okay. I can definitely see taking the trees out down here and merging these two long fields together down here. Are you in front of me? How'd you get in front of me? Or wait. Are you behind me? Oh yeah, you're behind me, okay. I couldn't tell whose triangle was whose. Border is like right there. This would be a good 4X map. Ray County 4X. That'd be a really good one. Got that one done. See if anything else pops up. Yep. And nope. I'm not even gonna bother with that one. Yeah, yep. Let's go back. Back to the farm. We're going into July. How do you get the weeds to show in the mini-map? That is a mod in the in-game mod hub on PC called Minimap Plus. I don't know if that's on console or not, but Minimap Plus. You can toggle between weeds, growth, crop types, fertilization states. And I think if you have the other options on, like stones and lime and stuff like that, then you can toggle between that stuff too. You know another thing? I think this tractor sits so low to the ground that any little bump you go across, it hits that trigger on the back tines there. And they're actually spinning, so maybe if we got a higher up tractor, it wouldn't do that. There's no weight on the front of this, so. Yep, anytime. Alright, I'm just gonna park right here. And we'll go sleep. We can go to 9:30 next time. Oh no, I'm out of orange soda. Whatever will I do? Open the Dr. Pepper. Alright. So we're in July now. A lot of different mods there. Let's take a look at the map again. Take a look at contracts here, see if any spraying contracts showed up. Yep, there's a spraying contract right there. Really more interested in the fields that we might be interested in. So that field, we'll go fertilize that field, and then we can buy that one and probably the cornfield next to it. I'm just going to keep hitting the button for a minute here. Is there another field over there behind that one? Oh yeah, cornfield and a soybean field there. By the way, we hadn't got any contracts on those. We got that one. That's a spring one. They're showing me all the fields except the ones I need to see. Oh, there's another hoeing one there. And a save. Maybe we need to knock out some of these other ones. Alright. Buzzy, if you want to tackle that fertilizing contract, I'm gonna knock out this spraying one real quick. Fertilizer should be on the 5488 somewhere out there. Figure once I get this one knocked out, some more spraying ones might pop up. Little ditch here. Woo! I feel like we could drive on down that road. There's more farmland that way. Again, it'd make a fantastic 4X map. that one. And press the button. Nothing's happening now. Alright, I'll drive this back over to the farm. Looks like Fuzzy's almost got the fertilizing contract done down there. And he's done. So those 3 fields should be good for us to go now. Let me collect on that contract. Okay. Alright, shouldn't be any weeds in those 3 fields. Nope, we've already bought that one. Those are fully fertilized. So we got corn in that one, and then soybeans in this one. So we'll go ahead and pick those up. Very affordable fields. 31,000. The other one was probably a little more than that. Yeah, 40-something thousand. Alright, and then need to get these down here. The one has not had a contract come up on it yet, though. This one right there. Field 45. Nothing popping up on it. I guess we could go another month and see if anything comes up on it. And nothing came up on this one either up here. No rush on really any of these because they won't be ready to harvest until October anyway, but that cornfield's fully fertilized. We can go ahead and get that. That's 56,000 looks like. Okay. Is this one even planted anything? Nope, it's just in a plowed state. Oh. That is a bush that's not phase durable. That's not a bush, that's like a tree. Like a little mini tree. Oh, there might be some stumps out here from where I cut the other trees. I need to come back out here and look for stumps. I'm sure I'm gonna find some. Alright, now we'll park right here. Run into the house and take a couple day nap. What time is it now? Yeah, it's almost 10. I'll just do 9:30 again. Rain! think anything would have popped up now, but I'll go ahead and hit the button anyway. No, I think we're gonna have to go into August. So let's go into July 3rd. Rain is a good thing. Alright, ooh, there's a 7R on sale. Got an old New Holland down there. I'm more interested in that 7R right there though. I did see that was it Dents that's working on one? He's working on a US version of the 7R. Alright, let's go in here and see what we got. Got a few harvesting ones. I think that's the onions though. Yeah. Oh, there's that small field down there. Got a spraying contract on it. Fuzzy, if you want to take the sprayer down there and spray that field real quick, don't ask me how to get into it because I don't know. Just find a way if there's a way. Okay, we got some more popping up too. That one. And that one. Oh, look, there's that field right there too. So, hey, if you want to go hit that field first, doesn't matter. You can go hit whichever one you want to do. I'm going to take it out on that one too. I'm just going to keep hitting the button. Oh, look, another one. Ooh, that one's actually... Hey, that's that big field down there. That's a $31,000 contract right there. Yeah, we got to take that one. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Alright, yeah, if you want to go spray those fields, I will run to the shop and buy some more herbicide. This rig. Actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna park that right there. Because that 7R is on sale. $139 for that one. Gonna have to dip into the loan in a little bit. Of course, I think we're gonna have to do that anyway, so... What should I say? 139. We'll just do 150 right now. Or 200. We'll do 200 because I gotta buy some herbicide too. Okay. How do we want to set this up though? Go ahead and max out the horsepower on it. The only thing with doing this is like you can't do like the singles in the front. What if you put treble on there? Can you? Nope. Probably just gonna go with the standard. Yeah, we'll just do maybe standard with weights. Or we could do that. They're not row crop wheels, but there's the row crop. That's not even really US I'll just do standard with weights. And I think I'm going to keep the 3-point on the front. That way we can use this to maybe run a upgraded planter in the future. And of course, we'll take the plate off of it. All right, so we got it up to 184. That's not too bad. All right. Do we need herbicide? Yeah, we got fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. I think we got 1 tank of herbicide up here. You know what? I can take the new grain cart home too with this. I want to say we had a tote of herbicide down there at the farm too. Can't remember though. That's fertilizer. Maybe I used it. Might have used it. I think it was sitting over here. Alright, there's plenty more herbicide up here at the shop. Done doing the grass. we bought that field. And if we spray that one, we can get that field. And then maybe this one, just buy it with nothing in it. We've done that before. We bought fields with nothing in them. Front loader off the front here. No. Come off there. There you go. Whoa. I don't know what that did, but it was taking me straight out into the woods. And we need to actually go say goodbye to YouTube. A little over on that time over there for them. So YouTube, we'll come back and finish out our farming here for the session today here in Ray County, Missouri. So until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see you later, YouTube. Bye.